Welcome back, Hawks fans. Your 12U Black Littleton Hawks taking on the 10U AA Red Littleton Hawks. So more Littleton on Littleton action. 12U skating in primarily black. So again, going to be a little tricky for these kids to determine who's on their team, who's not. 12U sitting in first place for the weekend, so guaranteed a spot in the semifinals tomorrow morning, bright and early. The 10U AA Red team is in last place in the tournament. Hawks coming off a 3-1 win this morning, bright and early against Monument. Monument currently in second place in the standings. So that was a big win for us. First period here, Hawks will be skating from right to left. 12U Hawks.
What do you cheer for? There you go. Right in the middle. I know we were like this. Excited. I know.
All right, so Hawks will start Lang, Varley, and Busman out with Pope and Carroll. This is a fun game for the Lang family as Braden's younger brother just took a face-off against his big brother. So 2 Langs on the ice right now, 1 on each team. First little bit of action for the 10U goalie. Still tries to get a stick on it. We're heading the other direction. So Hope with some back check hustle to break it up. Lang comes away with it. Lang sends it all the way around the boards to Busman. Nice one touch. Gets it across to Varley. And the Hawks are going to change. Varley all by himself. Going to take some time. I was looking for an incoming Stack, but here's Quade Dodge on the ice. Stack with a rebound, saved by the 10U netminder. So Kane Carlson out with Dodge, Stack, Stromberg. Stromberg loses it a little bit as 10U went for a change. 12U Hawks with an obvious size advantage, but hopefully we won't get kind of called for any of those ticky-tacky penalties like we did yesterday when we played the 10U team. So here comes Dodge with some speed, but poked away by 10U. Pass comes right to Brecken Stack, who dumped it in and around behind the net. Stromberg trying to dig it out. Dodge there to support. Dodge comes away with it, looking for Stack, but just too far in front of him. And there's some physical contact. Nice job by number 5 for 10U, not losing his feet. Going up against Anderson, Seyfried, Boston Kimber, and deep. There's some Seyfried bumps it forward right to the stick of Vossenkipper. Vossenkipper to deep. Deep was looking for the corner, and he found it. Sneaks it right past the goalie. Nice puck movement by the Hawks. That was Seyfried to Voss to deep as 12U Hawks go up 1-0, 11 minutes into the first period. Seyfried fires it, intercepted by 10U, and it pucks out of the zone. So Seyfried takes a spill, but Blom Peterson back to defend. Peterson looks like potentially a slash, but no call. Seyfried flings it at the net off the stick of the goalie. Deep, and Voss trying to dig it out. Voss comes away with it. Voss has Lang parked in front of the net. Couldn't get it through. Peterson's going to try to wind up. He does, wide right of the net. And here comes Busman. Nice keep by Blom, but off the pads of 10U. Varley onto the ice. Peterson's going to retrieve, and 10U's going to change. Blom with the quick pass forward, and a 10U player got knocked on his butt by a strong Harper. Blom lost his. Could potentially still be 9. Maybe they're all 10. I don't know, but 2-year difference, at least 3, or maybe even 3. So size, strength, power, speed advantage, all to 12U. There's Lang to Busman. Busman fires a shot, saved by the goalie. No rebound, really. Pope keeps it, dumps it back in for Busman. Then you pass right to the stick of Mason Carroll, who sends it back into the zone. Here's Carroll again, but that's going to be offsides, just barely. So Dodge will be at the face-off with Stromberg and Stack, plus Pope and Carroll still out. Dodge fixing a strap on his helmet, I think. Referee trying to help him. With those cold fingers, it's hard to work those clips and buttons sometimes. And we're good. So here comes 10U. They've got some speedy skaters. Shot on net, right to Ethan. That was a whistle. He didn't really have control of it, but whistle anyway. So another puck drop. That's Dodge winning that face-off. Carroll going to hit Stack. Stack has Dodge or Stromberg. Goes all the way across to Stromberg, who hits Dodge in the middle. Dodge on the left side. And a beautiful, beautiful move to fake out the goalie. Backhands it into the net. Nearly takes out the referee. And Selly's right into the wall. So a great puck movement. Once again, Stack to Stromberg to Dodge this time as 12U takes a 2-0 lead with 8:13 to go. Looking shot, but the goalie saw it. Kane with a nice blue line stop, but puck comes out. He's going to hit his D partner, Carlson. Carlson scans, flips it back around to Kane. Kane pushes it, looking for dodge, but actually is on net. That Stack on the back check with Stromberg. Takes it away. And that's going to be offsides. So Seyfried, deep, Voss and Kemper out as your forwards. Kane puts pressure on the 10U player who dumps it into the corner. Seyfried gets to it first. Now Carlson's going to take it back around, changes direction, and finds Deep, who finds Seyfried and quickly gets it to the stick of Voss and Kemper. Voss and Kemper tried to backhand that over the goalie, didn't get enough air on it, but nice look for your Hawks. Loose puck as Deep comes away with it. Fighting through the neutral zone. Nice stick by OC to break up what could have been a look and a shot, but into the glove of Ethan. So that was one of the better looks by 10U. That's Braden battling his little brother Luke, who just whacked Luke Lang with a stick to the back of the calf of Braden. Gotta love it, brother and brother. So here comes Busman all the way around. Was trying to wrap it around. 10U said no. That's Blom out with Peterson. So Bobby sends it up forward. It's Busman who hits Lang. He's got Varley with him, or he could drop it back to Busman. Takes it all the way behind the net, turns, skates it, and his brother takes it away from him. Blom was looking for the shot, blocked. Nice pass. Oh, one-timer Lang. Absolutely connected with that one, but unfortunately the puck went right at the goalie. Peterson fires it. Lang got a stick on it, but it was wide. Farley bumps it back to Lang with his brother all over him. Lang's going to need some support as he's got two 10U players trying to take the puck from him, but the size and strength of 12U pretty much overpowering at all times. So there's Blom with some nice skating, taken down, trying to take him down from behind, gets it to Varley, but blocks by 10U. Peterson pinches. Peterson trying to get to his backhand. He does, but he didn't have a great angle. So 12U doing a great job of keeping the puck down in our offensive zone. Dodge finds Varley, who wanted that one-timer. Stack coming in hot from the bench. There's Blom trying to push it forward. And again, Dodge to Stack, and Stack sends it into the back of the net. So Hawks did a great job of keeping that puck alive. Lots of puck possession in our favor, overpowering the younger 10U team. So Hawks, that's going to be offsides. Hawks control. Pope sends it forward to Stack, who battles on the boards. And he's coming right up the middle. Nice stick by 10U to break that up, though. They have some good skilled players on this team. Pope breaks it up. Carroll there to support her D partner, and Brecken on the forecheck. Out of the zone to the stick of Carroll it goes. Carroll waits, very patient, then sends it back in. Puck to the stick of Dodge. Taken down, but no call. We haven't seen any penalties so far in this game. Pope pinches, but loses it, and that's going to leave Mason Carroll back on the, not really a 2-on-1 as Pope hustled back and was in the way of that pass. They almost got it, but Ethan breaks it up as well. So good hustle by the defense. As Stack at the end of a long shift. Seyfried now on the ice. As is Voss and Kemper. And here comes Deep to join them. Hope is there to control it. Tries to get it to Mason. Stick tap by 10U, but makes it all the way there. Pressure by the Hawks. Hope's going to get there first. Didn't get enough on it. But just enough to break it up. Here comes Nolan Seyfried with Voss and Deep. Seyfried pushed into the corner, sends it right in front of the net, but bounces high and wide into the boards. Carlson and Kane. Voss with the hustle play. Seyfried looking to control it. Deep's got Voss. Voss, ooh, nice shot. Better save. And some pushing and shoving as the puck apparently was covered, but then somebody took a big hit into the back, which then spiraled into the goalie, but everybody seems to be okay. Kane back to defend. Carlson comes away with it. Carlson bumps it forward to Deep. Deep. Nice pass by Deep to Voss. Deep just kind of tapped that right in front of the net. It was pretty slow, and then Voss buried it as the Hawks now go up 4-0 with 24 seconds left. Lang, Varley, Busman, Kane, and Carlson to finish up the first period. Tenyu with a shot, Ethan with a save, and that rebound right to Tenyu, who gets a goal with 4.5 seconds left in the first period. I think 12U fell asleep a little bit, knowing that it was almost the end of the first period, so 12U up 4-1. Out, I guess. So back in action. Littleton 12U up 4-1. We are again in primarily black, now skating from left to right. Hawks let in a goal with about 5 seconds left in the first period. Otherwise, it's been solidly in our favor. Lang finds Varley. Varley bumps it back to Peterson. Peterson gets it back to Varley. Varley finds Lang. Lang finds Busman, but it was kind of right at his feet. So ref says that came out. That's going to be offsides. Too busy talking over here. That's Lang in the box. So Hawks on the penalty kill for a minute and a half. So they're going to get Lang for a slashing penalty. You's going to have a shot, but that was Blom or Peterson who blocked that, broke that up. So 45 seconds left on the penalty kill. Stack using his physical strength to overpower the defenseman. Peterson and Dodge both back. Shot off the pads of Ethan. Dodge picks it up and carries it, tries to carry it out of the zone. Peterson's going to take a trip now as we were just about to go back to 5-on-5. We got 6 seconds left in the slashing penalty on Lang. Peterson's going to join him and sit for tripping. As 12U will be on a 5-on-3 for 6 seconds. That's Seyfried and Lang chit-chatting at the face-off. Luke Lang, that is. Plus Carroll and Pope out. We'll get a fourth Hawk onto the ice in 6 seconds. So it'll be a big win for the Hawks on that face-off. They did not win. 10U got a shot off quickly. That's Carroll who gets it to Seyfried, who's got some ice in front of it but mishandles it. Now we see Eric Deep join, so 5-on-4, as that was a nice look for 10U, but they could not convert. So Pope trying to dig it out. There's 2 10U players with her. Here comes Seyfried to get his stick involved, and Pope gets it out. So now 58 seconds left on Peterson's tripping penalty. As Carroll tried to get it deep into the corner, but flips it over the boards. .47 seconds left in the penalty kill. 10U has had a couple of good looks. That's going to be offsides. And that took 10 seconds or so off the clock. Pope, Carroll, Deep, Seyfried stay on the ice. Sorry, that's Voss and Kemper out with Seyfried now. And Nolan's going to hustle, get there with, look at that speed. He does. Beats the player there. He's going to skate the puck all the way around. Would like to see them play a little bit of keep away as we went for the shot. And luckily, Seyfried, with a good stick, prevents any sort of breakaway and again breaks it up. Pope is back regardless, but that's going to be a shot on net covered by Ethan. 6 seconds. Hopefully we can survive without another penalty and go back to even strength hockey. There's 10 minutes left in the second period. Hawks up 4-1 still. Carlson, Kane, Lang, Busman. Jackson Busman's going to skate it all the way in. That's going to burn through the rest of that penalty. So Hawks now back to even strength. Varley right onto the ice and a nice pass to him, but a good shot right at the chest of the goalie who saves it, covers it. But that was a good look for Hawk. We are now back to 5-on-5. Barley's going to take the face off. He wins it, gets it right to Busman, who pops it to Carlson, who fires it off the pads. Puck out of the zone. Carlson will chase it. Or that's Kane. Kane will chase it. Carlson's back with Varley, and that almost went 5-hole on Ethan, but he dropped down just in time. Varley's coming away with it. Quick pass up to Busman. That's Lang to Varley. Another good look. Kane to Carlson. Quick pass to Lang. And Busman skates it in. Busman's going to hit Varley. Oh, and Varley, I don't think Busman thought he was going to get it back, but nice thought by Varley. Kane's looking to stop this. He does. Nice play by Jack. And off the boards right to the stick of Stromberg, fresh on the ice. Stromberg has it taken away. And now Blom controls it. That's going to be offsides. Stromberg took a check over there in the corner, it looked like, and then was hustling to get back across the blue line. Didn't quite make it. 8:14 to go. Hawks 4-1. 12U Hawks 4-1. Dodge wins it, gets it to Stack. Stack creates some space, tries to split the defenders. He does. Wow, Brecken Stack putting on a clinic. I think he just took on 3 different defensemen, splits them, and then fakes out the goalie as the Hawks are now up 5-1. That's Stack's second goal of the game. Running clock, Ethan did a great job shutting the door on the previous shot down here, but didn't quite get to it that time. So now a 5-2 lead. Dodge looking for Stack, but ricochets off 10U. Going to come right to Blom. Blom smartly skates it, moves it. Gets it over to Stromberg. Stromberg has Stack at the top, looking for that 1T, but didn't quite make it, covered by 10U. Puck battle. Seyfried has it. Seyfried, he didn't have a great angle. He was looking for the stick of Deep, who I think was tied up in front of the net. Seyfried to Deep, to Voss, to the back of the net. So just like that, Hawks say not so fast and get another one. That's a tic-tac-toe goal. Seyfried Deep. See if these three can connect again. That was some excellent puck movement. Wide of the net and behind the net. Cross ice pass goes right to the stick of Mason Carroll. Pope switches positions with him. Pope sends it in, but might have a little too much on it. Going to be icing. Right idea, but a little too strong. So Lang and Lang on the face-off. Gets to the pads of Ethan. Lang finds Busman. Battle right at the blue line. Puck finally comes out. Pope's going to get to it. Takes a couple of touches smartly, but sends it up to nobody. Stick of Pope and stick of Ethan there to prevent anything from happening. Busman taken down. No call. He's not going to get anything probably today. And Lang, he's got Busman in the middle, finds him. Busman, almost snuck that one in. Didn't get a lot on it, but kind of confused the netminder, but didn't make it through. 5 minutes left in the second period. And that's going to be offsides on 12U. D-men will switch out for Kane and Carlson. Forwards will be Benny Brecken, Quaid. Dodge fires it over the top of the net. Oh, good look by 10U. Shot blocked by Stromberg, and here comes Owen Carlson. Stack stays on. Oh, just barely. That was close. I'm not right on that blue line, but pretty darn close, so. 10U dumps it in for Carlson to chase. Gets a little stick on it, tries to poke it forward. And we're going to have a clean look at the net here with Stromberg and Stacks. And they convert. Nice pass by Benny Stromberg. Could have easily taken the shot, but New Stack had that stick down. And that's a hat trick for number 7 off the assist of Stromberg. Jack Kane with some nice skating and then looks for the pass. Almost got it to Dodge. Dodge's going to get on his horse. He's racing to get there. He wins that race. Dumps it for Stromberg with the 1T, but not on net. I think these 12U Hawks are having a little bit of fun today. Carlson wraps it around the horn for Stromberg. Stack boxes out his man. Nice use of his body. Finds it. Stromberg. Dodge camped out in front of the net, but can't get it to him. Kane plays the puck at his feet. That's Peterson, rather. And then Blom, but that's going to be another trip, I believe, on Peterson. As the 10U netminder comes out, they're going to blow the whistle. And Bobby's going to head to the box for a trip with 2:35 to go in the second. Blom, Carroll, Deep, and Seyfried out as your 4 Hawks. Nice skating by Blom to keep up with the shifty, quick 10U players. Quick puck movement. Here comes a shot and a save by Ethan off his blocker and into his glove. Hawks will change for Hope, Carroll, Voss, and Deep. Voss going to try to take it in. Again, Hawks still with under a minute left. Almost gets to the stick of Eric Deep. And Pope and Carroll back to cover. So not a great pass by 10U as they had a good opportunity with an advantage, but couldn't convert. 40 seconds left in the penalty. Hope gets her stick on it, breaks it up, and Carroll's there to push it forward. .10U dumps it in. Hope's going to go get it. Carry it all the way behind the net. Makes a quick turn. And then creates some space for herself. Nice play by Margaret. Gets it to Deep. Deep's hooked. And that's going to be a whistle. But Voss still has it. So Voss is going to get a shot off or try to. And there comes the whistle. So Eric Deep draws the hook on 10U. As we're going to trade their penalty, our penalty for theirs. So flip-flopping Hawks with a minute 30 power play. There's 58 seconds left in the second period, so we will finish this and start the third period on the power play unless we convert one with the time we have. Hope and Carroll stay. Lang out at center with Varley and Bussman as his wingers. Hope tries to get there. Turns, finds Carroll. Carroll to Lang. Controls that puck midair. Can't get it to Varley, though. Puck's going to come all the way back. That was going to be offsides, I believe. Or... Yeah. So quick offsides call will reset with Lang in the face-off. Lang battles, gets it to Busman. A little too far forward for him to get to. So Varley collects it. 30 seconds left in the second period. But right to 10U. So they're on the move, 2-on-2. Carroll's got it covered. And Pope there to support. Shot off the pads of Ethan and shot also off the pads of Ethan. So two shorthanded opportunities for 10U. And Varley trying to come away with it. He does. Lang behind him, Busman, and somebody smartly yelled shoot, so he did. That was Sean Carlson letting Henrik know, and he didn't have much time. So we got that shot off. We'll go into the third period. Hawks up 7-2, 30 seconds left on the power play. Start of the third period. Your Littleton 12UA Hawks with 25 seconds left now on the power play, which has not looked great in this series anyway. So penalty expires now as we're back to even strength hockey. And there's a battle on the boards, trying to get out of the penalty box. They just say stay. That's Carlson pushing his man wide. Just enough on that. Tenyu winds up, blocked by Dodge. Well, you do a nice job of using their size advantage, but not overpowering the much smaller 10U players. So Carlson gets it to Stromberg. Stromberg dumps it in. It's actually on net, but pushed wide and behind the net by the goalie. Right to the stick of Dodge. Dodge. New Stack was back there, didn't get it to him. Blom now on the ice as Peterson will join her. Seyfried on the ice, breaks it up. He's great at that. Seyfried looks to get a shot off, blocked off the skate of 12U. Deep's going to find Peterson. Peterson's going to rip it. If we had the right tip, that would have been a goal. And, goalie had not covered that other side, but we couldn't sneak it in. Peterson keeps it. Peterson brings it. Peterson shoots again. Boy, 10U goalie made a couple of really, really good saves on us. Deep finds Peterson. Peterson wanted to go for it again. Comes away with it, sends it wide for Deep to chase. Deep's going to hit Seyfried. Seyfried's got Voss in the slot. Oh, it's too far in front of him. Nice offensive series by 12U as they'll reset again. Tipped over the net. Blom sends it into the corner. Seyfried gonna try to sneak it in. He almost did. It was a little wide of the net. Deep couldn't quite reach for it. So nice play again by Harper to keep it in. Off the skate of Seyfried. Nice stick by Voss, who dumps it and goes to change. Seyfried one more time. Can't get it in there. So 12U Hawks working on trying to get to that 8th goal. Puck escapes the zone. Peterson sends it in. Taken out. And he's back on his feet. So Hawks are going to reset. He finds the boards and tries to get it to Lang. Takes a weird bounce off the boards. But here we go again. So Varley on the ice now with Lang and Busman. There's Blom, who is broken up a little bit in the neutral zone. Bus finds Varley. No, they're going to get Hawks for being offsides. Varley was going to have a good look. So we do have a running clock here, 9.5 to go in the third. Lang wins it, gets it back to Pope, who's out with Carroll. Pope pinches. Nice stick by Margaret. Carroll Pope back with a trailing Busman. Nice job again by Margaret. Shutting him down are the 12U Blue Liners. Lang with the shot and the score. So Braden Lang with a nice shot. Pope to Carroll. Carroll to Lang. Good. Pope saw that coming, stepped forward. Oh. Dodge takes a little shoulder. He's all right. He skates it off. Pope dumps it in. Bus got right back on side, so Jackson's going to go to work. Stromberg and Carroll break it up as Dodge, all by his lonesome, makes a nice move, gets a good shot off as the Hawks were changing. So Stack once again using his physical presence to make it happen. Nice pack to Dodge, back to Stack. Stack, Dodge, Stack. Carlson Kane. Stromberg, Stack, Dodge. That's going to be offsides. So clock ticks away. Stack's going to have another opportunity and converts. It's just adding to his points today. I think that's Brecken's 5th goal. So 12U just kind of doing whatever they feel like at this point. I believe 10U is thrown in the towel. Tenyu dumps it in. Kane will chase with Carlson back. Shot over the net. And Deep picks it up at our own blue line. Just trying to send it forward for Seyfried. Gets it to Voss. Back to Seyfried. And now Blom and Peterson. As number 8 for 10U with some speed and skill, but shot is wide. Finds the tape of Varley. Varley with 1 to beat. Broken up. But keeps working. Varley gets it to Blom. Blom back to Varley. Varley was looking for Lang, who is battling net front. Save into the glove of the 10U netminder. Down to our final 2 minutes of play. And your Hawks up 10-2. So Littleton 12UA Black sitting in first place in the standings. Looking like, unless something changes with some of the other teams, we'll be playing potentially playing 10UAA Black. They're currently in the 4th spot, but they also play Monument later today, so that could change. As Monument in the 2nd slot at 3-1. Vale 2-1 and 1 tie. And 10UAA Black 2-2. Also Littleton 12UA Red sitting in that 5th slot, also at 2-2. So it's possible they could sneak in. We'll see how it all shakes out throughout the rest of this Sunday. Also, I again missed yet another penalty while I was giving you all the information. I thought you might want Bobby Peterson back in the box for, I think, his 3rd penalty. This time was roughing, as he'll finish the rest of the game in there. Final 45 seconds as the Hawks are on a penalty kill. And Blom pushes them out. Ethan makes the save. One more save by Ethan. Final 20 seconds. They got one in. They snuck one in. I believe it was off the back of Ethan. So don't love that for our 12U Hawks. 10-3 is going to be your final.